Draw. Okay.
Can you not flick your cards?
I can't.
So
I will try not to, but I perhaps if you agree. Perhaps if you agree not to kill me.
No deal. Sheldon, can you What's up? It's Shuffle Up and Play. Today, we are playing Commander, but with no cards printed after New Phyrexia, which means no Commander Precon cards whatsoever. It's Pre-EDH. Who do we have with us?
Hi, I'm Sheldon Menery. I'm commonly regarded as the creator of EDH. I'm also the founder of the Commander RC, and I occasionally write about Commander on StarCityGames.com. Today, I am playing Feldegriff. It's a nostalgic commander. It was one of the first commanders, and we'll see what Hippo tokens do to these fellas.
Hi, I'm Ced, one of the creators of One More Mana. Glad to be here with you all. Not wearing a suit. Thanks, thanks, Brian. Today, I am playing Baru, Fist of Krosa. I'm just going to slam forest into play and run you over. Pretty straightforward, right?
I'm Brian David Marshall, Pro Tour historian emeritus.
Yeah.
I've been involved with Magic for a long time, currently making comic books and games. And I am playing Momir Vig, Simic Visionary. And this is a card that's really special to me. When Sheldon and Scott Larrabee and Ron Foster and a bunch of old school Commander folks got me into the game originally, the way I got into Commander was being handed a Momir Vig deck. And it was just everything I want to do in Magic. And so, and I'm really excited to break it out today. I've got a really special version of the card that I play with.
That is quite the altar you have there. What exactly is this altar?
So this is an altar by Eric Klug, who is the Sheldon Menery of altarists. I asked him to do something and we brainstorm a lot. I've gotten a few altars by him. And what I asked him to do was give me a Momir Vig as if drawn by 1920s New Yorker cartoonist Peter Arno. He delivered. It's amazing. I love it. It's
what a topical reference that I'm
That's
sure
what I got.
all of our
That's why the
young
kids
viewers,
love me.
the kids know exactly what you're talking about. Well,
You got a cool altar. The only story I have is that it's my Feldegriff is signed by all the judges at the first Pro Tour I ever head judged.
what's a Pro Tour?
Yeah. It's back there with Peter Arno.
I think it is. Well, I'm going to be playing Duran, the Siege Tower. It's Tree Folk. I cannot lie. I love this deck, and I love Pre-EDH, but I have a question before we begin. I do not own, because it's on the reserve list, a Diamond Valley, which is a card that goes great with Tree Folk because it just lets you sacrifice a creature to gain life equal to its toughness. And I'm wondering if anybody here has any objection if I just take this basic forest and write Diamond Valley on it so that I can play with a synergistic cool card in my deck. Does anyone object?
priority order.
Is there an issue? Is that okay? Because it's like it's very expensive. It's on the reserve list. It's never going to get reprinted. I can't own it. I'd love to play with it. It seems like appropriate for Pre-EDH.
You can own it.
Is there an issue with me writing Diamond Valley on a forest?
Is this a democracy? Are we voting?
I'm just asking if anyone objects.
Okay, so like one person objects, people agree.
If someone objects, I'll just run it as a forest.
A printed version. Yeah, it's your show, man.
Oh, okay. So I'm just going to write Diamond Valley.
Ooh, I have a follow-up question.
Oh, you do? Cool. And we'll do tap, sack, life.
So I have a tropical island in my deck.
Cool. Brag.
But, I'm not playing, it's black bordered.
Yes.
But it is either collector's edition or international edition.
Oh, so it doesn't have like a normal Magic back.
Well, it has square corners, and then it has a slightly different back that says collector's edition or international edition.
So it's not like an official Magic card.
Right. So it's not legal in sanctioned formats, but in when you play formats like old school or pre-modern or things like that, a lot of times people will use cards from gold bordered sets or other things that are legal legal in there. So does anyone have any objection to me playing with that?
No, that's awesome. I mean, I think that's really cool that those old cards, like the collector editions ones and stuff, let people in Commander, a casual format, get to play with cards they might not otherwise have access to.
I have one card in here. I just want to make sure there's no objections.
Sure.
It's a Primeval Titan. No objections, right? Cool. All right.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's not banned by, an arbitrary rules committee or anything like that, right, Sheldon?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Wait. We could play with Primeval Titan. I was told there would be no Primeval Titan.
You were told you were not allowed to play with cards that are legal in Commander, in Pre-EDH, where I said, no, that's not the type of thing we want on the show. Shall we roll for high?
We can.
4. Boy, I'm definitely going first.
It's not there. 9.
Okay.
It's reasonable. 9.
8. Hold on 1 second.
All right. Brian needs a new set of sleeves.
Yeah. Oh, the second die.
Oh.
Sheldon, looks like you're leading us off. Shall we shuffle up and play?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I need to mulligan already.
I'll keep.
Is there an official rules committee mulligan?
Well,
thing?
the official mulligan is the official mulligan. The way we mulligan is that you take your 7.
Yeah.
Take 7.
I took my 7. There was 1 land.
And there's no land in this, or 1 land, or you just can't play it. We just take the next 7.
Oh, really? I already started shuffling.
Take the next 7.
Uh-huh.
And now you have to do this with people you trust. You can't do this
That's no good.
with strangers. And our internal rule is if it has 3 lands in it, you have to keep it.
Okay. Why isn't this an official rules committee rule for mulligans?
Because it's
Complex and needlessly.
No, it's easily abused. If people know they're going to start with 3 lands, they'll cut their land counts to 27 or 26.
It's Commander.
It's Commander.
Yes. Well, here it's usually for Commander first mulligan's free.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
yes. And hopefully I have, wow, 3 lands. That's very nice.
I will take advantage of that as well.
I will keep and regret.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, I know.
I regret nothing.
You just need a forest, right?
That's right, you're mono green.
Exactly.
All right. I think veteran Commander players will know the answer to this riddle. When do you have 3 lands in your hand, but you don't have 3 lands in your hand?
When one of them's a Mazavith.
Close, but not. No.
One of them's a Diamond Valley that I used to Sharpie on a forest. When?
When one of them's a Temple of the False God. Everyone's favorite.
I don't know why people dislike that card.
So one of the things that's attractive to me about this idea of Pre-EDH, something Sheldon and I have been talking about for a long time, is that you get to play with these older cards. You get to play with some more constraints around the format, more creativity. There's a lot of optimization in Commander right now, and a lot of conformity, and there's a lot of swing in playing a Temple of the False God.
Yeah.
Well, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Are you good there, Sheldon?
I am now good.
All right.
I will draw for the turn, and I will play this. I know Ced is going to do it, so I'm going to do it too. Play first.
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh, how did you know? Draw for turn. I will play this very descriptive forest.
All right.
Pass turn.
I'm going to play this island, Shiny.
Let's go ahead and I'm going to play a scrub land. That is a real dual land from Revised, by the way, that I cracked from a pack, not from high school, but that's my rule, is I'm not buying dual lands, but I have had opportunities to crack some packs. There you go. And I'm going to tap for a green for I couldn't get the good art, Elves of Deep Shadow, nonetheless, to get a little ramp going, and I pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw, play an island, and I will play one of my favorite 2-drops ever, Coiling Oracle.
Love it.
So when it ETBs, I will reveal the top card of my library. I'll reveal the top card. If it's a land, put it into play. If it's not, I put it into my hand. And it is a land.
All right.
Nice.
Even goes into play untapped.
Ramp.
Wow. Nice.
Go ahead, Ced.
All right. I'll draw.
How many times have you hit a
will,
critical off of that, Sheldon?
Play this forest, and I'll pass turn.
All right. Draw for my turn. I am going to play Flooded Grove. I'm going to get green-blue, and I'm going to cast the mighty Elvish Visionary. When Elvish Visionary comes into play, draw a card.
3 best words in Magic.
I am done.
All right, I'm going to untap, upkeep, draw. Let's go ahead and play Misty for me, a Misty Rainforest that I will tap, crack. I'm going down only 1 point. I'm not shocking anything in because since this is pre-EDH, I did have to bust out my original duels.
I've taken the duels out of the OG duels out of most of my decks. You know, what I've said before, you don't need OG dual lands to have good decks and have fun in Commander. And I started putting my money where my mouth is, taking them out.
Fair enough. I'm going down by the Bayou with that Misty Rainforest, and then I'm going to go ahead and tap, take a damage from the Elves of Deep Shadow, and add to that black a green and a white, and my commander's coming in. It's Duran, the Siege Tower, 0/5 Tree Folk. Now each creature will now assign combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Not just mine, but the whole board. Pass the turn.
Adapt. Upkeep. Draw. Have my Coiling Oracle look at everybody menacingly. Play this Nimbus Maze,
Fancy card.
which is Fancy Future Sight card. It taps for colorless, and it taps for white if you control an island, and it taps for blue if you control planes. And then I will play everyone's favorite Wood Elves, even the OG art. Enters the battlefield, I go get a forest card and put it on the battlefield. It can also come into play untapped, but in this case, if I get a shock land, it'll come in tapped.
How much overlap do you think there are in our decks?
They're gonna. I suspect there might be some cards.
Also, what's the level of heightened awareness at the table of the Doran here? 5/5. Essentially
It's
a
just
5.
a trait.
Essentially a
It has
5/5.
0 power. It has 0 power. How is an elderly ent such as this in any way a threat? Answer: it ent.
It ended. I did get a temple card, and go ahead.
It's
Cedric.
here.
Today it ends here.
I'll draw for the turn. I think we're going to play another forest, and still going to sit tight, pass turn.
All right.
Yeah, Cedric's playing mono green control.
Yep.
Well, he said he plays mono green mill, which I really don't fully understand. I need to.
I've
know
got a
what
feeling
that
you
is.
will in a minute.
I don't think he's playing it today.
Oh,
Not
this
today.
isn't the mill.
Not today.
Okay. I'm going to play a morph. It is a 2/2, and it doesn't do anything.
Yet.
No, it does nothing.
One of my favorite mechanics in Magic.
One of my favorite flavor texts in Magic.
All right.
Are you done?
I'm done.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's go ahead and we're going to drop a Overgrown Tomb, but I'm going to have it come into play tapped so I don't take the zap. Tap 2, bring in a Talisman of Unity. That's the green-white talisman. Will do me a damage if I take mana on color. And let's move to declare attackers. I think it would be so unfair to go after Ced, where he has absolutely nothing on board and he only has 1 color. I see a lot of little things creeping up. Who am I not to attack the accredited creator, or at least popularizer of Commander? Sheldon, I'm coming at you, not with the elves, just with Duran, is swinging its roots your way.
Yeah, you ain't got the grapes to come at me with the elves.
I don't think Duran grows grapes on his branches.
Be walnuts.
Walnuts.
Wood Elves has done its job. It will block.
All right.
It assigns its toughness.
It's tough, right?
Exactly. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a nothing and pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. Play this very nice Plains card that's better in your opening hand. Leyline of Anticipation. I can now play non-land cards as though they have flash. Coiling Oracle will stay home against the tyranny of Doran, so I guess I'll pass the Ced.
All right, I'll draw. I'm going to play a forest, and I think I'll just pass again.
As a tree folk, I support your mighty growing forest over there, Ced.
Yeah.
Very peaceful, not doing much.
Yep, just planting some seeds.
And watch them grow.
Play my first forest. I'm thinking about
And with elves.
sending Elvish Visionary at Ced, and I'm going to send a morph at Sheldon. Actually, I'm going to send a morph at Brian.
At me,
Yeah.
no blocks.
Okay.
No blocks.
No blocks.
I'm going to keep my options open. I'll
right.
pass.
Cool. Untap, upkeep, drawer. Well, we are going to drop a scrub land, get the whole trifecta of duels. Very good indeed. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do 5. I do not need a color from the talisman. I'm going to cast a Purging Scythe. What is this? Purging Scythe. During my upkeep, Purging Scythe deals 2 damage to the creature with the lowest toughness. If 2 or more creatures are tied for the lowest toughness, I decide which creature Purging Scythe deals damage to. Very, very nice.
Deals how much damage?
It deals 2 to the creature with the lowest toughness.
Awesome.
Very good. Move to declare attackers. Brian David Marshall, I'm coming at you with Duran and the Elves of Deep Shadow.
All right. I will take 6.
5 of which is Commander. Pass the turn.
Attack. Upkeep. Draw. I wonder if my turn is going to be really fast.
And everything for the end of Brian's next turn.
Saving, yeah. like a good Magic player would.
But then why are you doing it? Yeah, I went there.
Because
Yeah, I went there.
because I watch Rebels YouTube videos.
Oh, wow. Boy, I better subscribe to Rebel AI on YouTube.
I will play this Sajiri step tapped. When it enters the battlefield, it gives one of my creatures protection from a color until end of turn. I will give it protection from green, since that is what everybody has. But after that, I'll just pass turn.
I'll tap, draw. Missing a force to play.
What? That's all you have.
I know, right? Missing a little bit of ramp.
Brian can
I'm
lend you
actually
one.
gonna
I only have 1 forest.
I'm gonna pay 4. I'm gonna drop down this Protean Hydra. It's gonna come in with 3 counters.
All right.
If damage will be dealt to it, I remove that many counters from it instead. And also, whenever a 1/1 counter is removed from Protean Hydra, I put 2 more back onto it at the beginning of the end step.
So if it lives,
Yeah.
it gets bigger.
Yep. I'll pass turn.
All right. Untap.
Upkeep.
Draw. I skipped my upkeep. I play that Temple of the False God.
Oh,
It's been sitting there waiting. Drew some lands. Let's see.
Then wait until turn 5.
I am going to. This is a card that was in this deck originally, and this card was amazing back in the old days. Cards don't work always the same way, but I'm going to put 6 mana in, and I'm going to cast Spitting Image. And I am going to put a token into play that's a copy of Doran.
Oh, wow. All right. That's very interesting. But don't you have to tap your lands to create mana for it?
I did.
That's how you tap your lands?
That's how I tap my lands.
Does
It's
the
kind of-
rules committee
Okay,
allow
hey,
this? When you were a judge on the Pro Tour, could I have called you for that type of a sloppy tap?
that's the kind
Yes.
Yes.
of kind of tapping Ken does.
Yeah.
Sir.
So, and this
Sir,
also has.
Would you tap your the lands a little more
This
clearly?
also has retrace, by the way, which means I can play it from my graveyard by discarding a land
All right.
as an additional cost. So I need a token that is.
It just so happens that we have a Doran token because we have every token with Infinitokens, not a sponsor of this program, just a really awesome product that we like.
It is the official dry erase product of the Commander RC, though.
Is it really?
Yes.
And how much money do you have to pay them to allow your name to be associated with their fine product?
We have a strategic partnership.
Ooh. I need to look into that. You're supposed to draw, Brian, and you're also supposed to write legibly.
I cannot do that.
You can't do either.
Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah. Cool.
It's towerific.
Unleash your artistic skills with Infinitokens
I
today.
am a writer, and I hire artists to collaborate with me on my
Right.
comic books.
Right.
I don't actually, draw them.
Well, that's a great.
Despite what my mother thinks, she's like,
Yeah.
"You draw those comic books, right?" No.
It's like a Rorschach test.
What do you see?
Anything else your turn?
I am going to be done.
All right, untap. During my upkeep, we are going to look for the lowest toughness creatures. I see, for sure, Elves of Deep Shadow. I see that Coiling Oracle, and I see the Elvish Visionary. I don't like the Coiling Oracle. That's the one that goes. That one goes, and don't you knows, I'm going to do...
It's the most powerful.
Did you draw?
I did not draw.
Could change everything.
Right. Oh, wow, that's really good. But I'm doing for a Blessed Orator. This is a 1/4, and other creatures I control get +0/+1. Really nice with Duran.
It is.
Move to declare attackers. Duran, Sheldon, it's coming at you.
All right, first thing I want to do.
I'm anticipating your response.
First thing I want to do is tap 3 and play Kodama's Reach.
All right.
So I'll search my library for up to 2 basic lands, reveal them, put 1 into my hand and 1 into play tapped. This forest, I play tapped, and this forest into my hand. Then I'll take 6 from Doran.
All right. Wasn't that great that you got the ley line out there? You take 6, and that's commander damage. So that's 11 commander damage from Doran so far, right? No, you blocked the other one. That's 6. All right.
I have 5 Doran.
You have 5 Doran. We'll have to spread the Doran around. Coming for your forest soon, Ced. Sorry.
So I go to 34.
Hey, we have a little 80s band going here. Duran.
Oh my God. I love having you around, BDM, because you make references like that.
Yeah.
And
For the kids.
And I'm gonna play.
kids.
And I'm gonna play a wolf, and it's gonna be all over.
I am passing my turn.
Attack. Upkeep. Draw. I'll play a Simic Growth Chamber. So it comes into play, and I have to return another land to my hand, and then it'll produce 2 mana. I'll put the Sejiri Step back in my hand. Play that. Pass turn to Cedric.
Untap.
I have all the options now.
Sheldon, what was the origin for this deck? Like, you talked about it being like one of
Yeah.
the older commanders.
So the first group that I really played Commander with had they were like super casual, like very small collections, just kind of played Magic as an afterthought. And when we started playing Commander, I wanted to play EDH. I wanted to play like one of the worst commanders that I could find, and Feldengriff kind of fit the bill. Arcades Sabbath was the original Elder Dragon in Bant. I'm like, I want to play big fat dragon, and bring it down. So Feldengriff was like, this card doesn't seem all that good. What we've seen in the intervening years that it can be. But yeah, it was really the first deck that I started playing, and I just at the time was playing many of the cards that I'm actually playing now. I went back and put some cards in. My current Feldengriff deck is like Marrow Sorcerers and drawing cards, and a bunch of those cards came after the pre-EDH times. So I went back to some of the cards I played in the original days.
And, it's an anagram, right?
It is an anagram for Dr. Feldengriff.
What?
Dr. Garfield.
Oh, okay.
Draw for the turn.
Dr. Feldengriff.
Play this nifty force. I feel like I want to be on flash speed too.
Oh.
Copy enchantment. Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass the turn.
All right.
Do it, Ced.
Draw for my turn. Play a forest. Play an island, I should say, not a forest.
Play an island on top of your force.
Play it. Yep. Play it there. Let's see. I have a couple options here. I'm gonna play my commander. I'm gonna play Momir Vig.
Great example of reading the card doesn't always explain the card. What does that do? If you can translate for those who can't decipher this.
Well, they clearly recognize the artwork.
Right, of course. All the kids are into.
Peter
I don't even know the name you said. I'm younger than him. That's how old he is.
Momir Vig, Simic Visionary. It is an elf wizard. Costs blue-green 3. It's a 2/2, and it has a couple of abilities. One, when you play a green creature spell, you get to Worldly Tutor. When you play a blue creature spell, you get to you can reveal the top card of your library, and if it's a creature card, put it in your hand.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So if you, for example, maybe played a blue-green card, you could just sort of stack those in the order you wanted, and then just go get another card.
The original Simic value engine with no clear win con.
Correct. Correct. That is my jam.
Yes.
I have a response to you playing that.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm going to pay 4. I'm going to play Lure of Prey. Play only if an opponent successfully casts a creature spell this turn. I can put a green creature card from my hand onto the battlefield.
Nice.
Sweet.
Any response to this?
It resolves.
Kodama of the North Tree is coming in.
Oh. Hello.
I have...
It is a...
Sorry. I didn't mean to reach over. Instinct. Bad.
Kodama of the North Tree is Trample, and it's a 6/4, and it cannot be the target of any spell or ability. What they call it, Shroud these days. Yeah.
But this is before they actually wrote Shroud on the card?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
If you want, by the way, to take a minute to look at it.
No. I was just trying to remember which
out.
one it was, north or south.
East or west?
No,
Yeah.
definitely not east.
Yeah. So how does so that's really a 4/4 essentially right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that on attacks and blocks?
That's just assigns damage. So it's not. Yeah.
I'm done.
You're done. All
I'm
right.
done.
Untap, upkeep. During my upkeep, the Purging Scythe is going to purge that Elvish Visionary. Draw, I'm going to remember to draw. Isn't that great? Oh, that's a lovely card. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun. Let's start here by doing 3. And let me make sure I've got my colors right. These original duels, it's a little... I was worried when I had the Savannah and Scrubland in my hand that I had 2 copies of either Savannah or 2 copies of Scrubland by mistake. But I'm going to actually just go ahead and do green, another, and a colorless. And we're going to do a Croson Grip. Split second, meaning you cannot respond.
Yep.
Destroy target artifact or enchantment. I don't like that Leyline of Anticipation. I think you're going to play a trick on me, sir. I think you're playing a trick on me, so it's gone.
Got it.
Moving right along, I am going to attack Sheldon with my direct. Well, they have creatures and things in play, and now I know you can't pull a trick. I'm attacking with my Duran the Siege Tower.
I guess I'll take 6 more.
All right,
That's 12 commander damage. Go to 28.
there you go. Maybe you should not just subscribe to Rebel AI, but also watch her YouTube channel.
Pay attention, yeah.
I've got some news. Rebel built this deck for me. Green and a white in my second main phase, and I'm casting a Grizzled Liao Tao, or some such. It's a 1/5, but boy does that combo well with Duran. Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Sheldon, if I defeat you at Commander, do I get to be on the rules committee?
You do not.
If I defeat you at Commander, do I get to unban one banned card?
You do not.
Hold on.
Yes, right.
The format, I mean, so EDH, you know what that stands for, right?
Elder Dragon Highlander.
Highlander, which is an original, like, alternate format for Magic even before there was EDH. Highlander was suggested from the movie Highlander. There can only be one, right? That's where the whole notion of the format comes from. So I believe, based on what I understand from the movie, that if you defeat every member of the RC in a game of Commander, you will become the Quickening, and you'll become the RC.
All I want is Soul Ring banned. Well, come on.
Don't hold your breath.
All right.
This is step one. You got to start somewhere. He's not the Kiergan yet.
Yeah, right.
Whose turn is it?
It is Sheldon's.
Okay.
Definitely my turn.
All right.
All right, why don't I play a land for the turn? That's another forest. We just play some Feldergriff.
All right.
So it's a 4/4 that has 3 different abilities. For a white mana, I can give it flying and give an opponent 2 life. For a blue mana, I can bounce it back to my hand and give an opponent a card. And for a green mana, I can give it trample and give an opponent a 1/1 green creature, a hippo token.
What a happy purple hippo.
Yes. And after that, I think that I'm going to keep some mana up because you fellas are tricksy. Go ahead, Ced.
You don't have your ley line anymore, though, so you're less tricksy.
It's got blue.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll draw. I'm going to pay 5, and I'm going to play my commander.
Yeah,
Woo!
you got it. Now we all have our commanders on the table.
All right.
The battlefield. Sorry.
Ooh, it's a do nothing human druid. I just want whenever forest comes into play. Remember that forest. Anyone puts a forest into play. Creatures I control get +1/+1 and gain trample until end of turn.
Swish.
Is that really any forest?
Yeah.
Any forest.
What?
Yep. I'll pass turn.
It also has a grandeur ability.
Yeah, we don't talk about grandeur.
Right.
All right, I'm going to draw a card for my turn. I am really not loving that scythe.
It's just a culling. It's just a culling of the week.
So I'm going to play a Trigon Predator.
Classic.
And I'm going to use Momir Vig's ability to go find a creature card, put it on top of my library, and then reveal a card at the top of my library, and if it's a creature, etc.
You're gonna what now? Wait, what?
I am going to.
Oh, he said he.
Oh.
So Momir Vig is really nice.
I know. I just lost the train of what he's doing.
I am going to play a blue-green creature spell.
Yes.
Momir Vig now lets me, because I played a green creature spell, look through my library, put a creature spell on top of my library.
Cool.
Then it will, because I played a blue creature spell, let me reveal the top card of my library. And if it's a creature, I can put it in my hand.
But you know it's a creature.
Well, it's going to be an acidic slime.
Oh, come on. Overkill. Overkill.
I'm going to put acidic slime in my hand. I'm going to play a forest. I still have one floating from my temple. I'm going to play acidic slime, targeting your scythe. I'm also going to, because I played a green creature
I get to
spell-
respond, don't
Sure.
I?
Well, actually, before this even comes in, when I play the green creature, I'm going to go just look for another card.
Now, can I respond before he's looking for the card, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a response.
Okay.
Triggered ability.
Yes.
Right.
Triggered abilities on
Yes.
the
Response. I don't have any mana open. It's destroyed.
Yeah.
But I like being given the opportunity
I
to
apologize.
respond. Some pro you are. Come on.
I'm just trying to go,
trying to give me the old rush is what
play a
you're trying
little
to
faster.
do.
The bums rush. Yeah. Commander games take so long because people demand to have priority when they can't do anything.
It's about respect.
I will put Ixodron on top of my deck.
Oh, okay.
I don't like where this is going.
Neither do I.
Ixodron is fine.
And I will be done.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's play a swamp for turn. What am I going to do here? I don't like what BDM is up to, and he destroyed my thing. He looks like he's got the most powerful position, too. I don't like that either. I'm going to move to declare attackers.
Okay.
I think that my Duran, the siege tower, is coming at... Oh, that has death touch? All right, you know what? The cat is coming at you. My grizzled Leotro is coming at you. It's a 6/1 as far... Well, no, it doesn't switch. It's a 6/6 because it's got +1 +0 +1. So that makes it essentially a 6/6.
Got it. Okay. 28.
All right, he takes it. Second main, we're going to go ahead and we're going to tap 3. 1, 2, 3, one of which is green for Treefolk Seedlings. Treefolk Seedlings' toughness is equal to the number of forests I control, which is currently 1, 2, 3. So it's a 4/4, thanks to the +0 +1. Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Land for turn will be this lovely island. You know, I went and searched since we were playing Pre-EDH. I went in search of Urza Saga lands in my collection. Make sure we had authenticity. 1, 2.
I didn't go that far.
Yeah. I tried on a couple of cards, but
And this lovely 9th edition Greater Good, or Bene Supremo. It's an enchantment, and I can sacrifice a creature and draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power, and then discard 3 cards.
What?
nothing good is gonna happen.
What?
That card is not well named. Nothing good happens now.
Why? What's the threat?
Yeah, I only have 1 creature.
Sheldon is going to do something terrible. I don't know what it is yet.
Surely not the godfather of Commander.
This card is a bloodbath waiting to happen.
Oh, untap.
Go ahead. Continue to whisper into his ear, Grima Wormtongue.
All right.
A lot of cards that you got, Ced.
5, 6, 7. Just have 7 cards in hand.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna hold tight a little bit. Let's see.
I like you.
A lot of defenders there.
I trusted you. I still like you. I don't trust you now.
He's not doing much. He's got a commander with grandeur here.
Since Sheldon doesn't trust me, he can have a Kadoma coming at him for 6.
6? Sure.
What's coming?
Actually, it's coming
4.
for 4.
Yeah. No blocks.
No blocks. Okay.
24.
I'll pass the turn after that.
All right.
Life is meaningless. It's only the last one that matters.
Let's see. I am going to draw my Ixodron for the turn. I will send my commander, Ced.
He does not have tricks.
He seems like he has tricks.
He
I'm pretty sure he has tricks.
He
no
has
trick.
to have
He
tricks.
has like 3 cards in his hand.
You don't get to be this old without having some tricks
5.
up your
He
sleeve.
got 5 cards in his hand. He's got nothing.
I'm gonna
gotta
put
go.
my Protean Hydra, which is a 3/3, in front of it
Okay.
to block.
All right. It's going to die.
All right, so Protean Hydra is gonna block Momir Vig. That'll take its counters down to 1. At the beginning of the end step, I'm going to put 4 counters back onto it, so it'll have 5 counters on it.
Yeah, he's gonna play now. He's gonna play the Extron, turn everything upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. I am going to play Ixodron. Ixodron is an illusion, and when it comes into play, turn all other non-token creatures in play face down. They are 2/2 creatures. They are not morphs. They are not whatever the other thing was that's not a morph. They are morphins. They just they're 2/2s. They don't have any ability to be turned back face up. So
I'll wait for Brian to respond before I do anything.
Yep.
I have no responses to that.
I also am going to reveal
Yep.
the top card of my. Oh no, he's gone. So when we reveal, he's gone.
I will sacrifice Feldergriff to Greater Good to draw 4 cards.
Wish I had that Diamond Valley.
You need that 4s.
Yes. And there's no way to ever flip them back up?
No.
There's no
Unless-
system. What about my commander?
Your commander is face down as a 2/2.
Can I redirect it to the command zone instead of face down?
you
That
may
seems
not-
Like
this is
something
one
the
of the-
rules committee should look into.
This is one of the few remaining ways to
Wow.
to tuck with a commander.
Yeah.
So this prevented damage, right?
Is this gonna get the counters on it, or is it gonna stay
It's gonna get the counters on it because it's part of the triggered ability that removed the counters.
Gotcha. All right.
So he's still going to get his counters.
He's
so that's
still gonna
sweet.
get his counters, yeah.
That's sweet.
This turn.
This turn, not next turn. Because that already went on the stack. I understand magic. I should be on the rules committee.
You should.
I am. You just. Oh, welcome to the rules committee, Professor. Soul Ring is banned. All right, Brian.
I am gonna be done after that.
Sweet.
Unfortunately, I think there's a lot of people that think that's the way it works.
Yes.
So you just go, Soul Ring is banned, and it happens.
I get the 4 counters back, and I have now a 7/7.
Fantastic. I'm going to untap, upkeep, draw. What's cool is your Duran is still going to give creatures the whole inverse power toughness thing. So I'm going to do a white and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a white. I can afford it. For a Noble Templar. This is a 3/6 Vigilance. I am also going to. Now, what's Ixodron's power toughness at?
How many face down creatures are on
You
the
gotta
table?
be kidding me. That's what it is?
Yes.
3 on my
That's
side.
Lame.
3, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's an 11/11.
Lame. Move to declare attackers. I am going to attack. That's not a creature, is it, Sheldon?
I have 0 creatures.
What is your life at?
My life is at 24, and I have, if you care, I have 7 open now.
Do you agree Brian is the threat at the table?
Yes.
If I don't attack you, you're not going to attack me or set. We're going after Brian?
Certainly this turn, sure.
No attacks.
This really is like old time magic.
No attacks, pass.
Did you want me to say ever?
Until he's dead.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
That's fine. Yeah, we don't attack each other till he's out of this game.
That's fine.
Yeah, cool. What do you think?
I can't make that promise.
Okay, I'm good, but it's me and Shell, so it's two-headed giant.
I'll be the guy on the hill throwing stones.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I simply play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And play a Psychosis Crawler, which is an artifact creature that has power and toughness equal to the number of cards in my hand, which is currently 5.
All right.
In addition, with Psychosis Crawler, when I draw a card, everybody takes the damage. And I think that is enough for me to do for the moment. Go ahead, Cedric.
I'll untap. I'll draw. Play a force. I'm going to pay 6 for
Dun, dun, dun.
Steel Hellkite.
Ooh.
It is a 5/5 artifact creature dragon. I can pay 2 to give it fire breathing or +1/+0 to end a turn. If it deals combat damage to a player, I can pay X and destroy something permanent of a certain number converted mana costs.
So in this case, X being 0 would be really interesting.
Would be very,
Yes.
would very creature wipey. Yes.
I'm gonna hold tight. Pass turn.
All right.
Cool.
Draw for my turn. I really like Steel Hellkite here. And I am going to
Borrow it.
play Gilded Drake.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that legal in Commander? That card?
Yes.
That's legal?
Steel.
How? All right.
Why wouldn't it be?
And then when Gilded Drake comes into play, I will exchange control of Gilded Drake for a target creature. Couldn't do that with Kadama. One of your opponent's controls or sacrifice Gilded Drake. I'll take the Steel Dragon. You can have
Fine. Never
Steel Hellkite.
had a Gilded Drake on my side of the field before.
And I will
Check your bucket list, man.
Yeah.
pass a turn.
All right. Untap, upkeep, and draw. That is not that great. I'm going to go directly to declaring attackers. Brian, I am coming at you with 3 of these tokens. 2/2s.
No, they're not tokens.
Morphs.
They're
Morphs.
they're not morphs.
They're face down
They're
creatures
face down.
that are 2/2.
Whatever they are, they're coming at you.
Okay.
They're 2/2s.
I will block one with a Steel Hellkite, one with a Doran, one with an Ixodron.
Awesome. Dead, dead, dead. Oh, snap. My commander gets back to my freaking hand. Or actually, not to my hand, to the command zone. It's got a little tax on it. Moving to my second main phase, I'm going to do commander +2. 5 total, so that I bring in Duran. Hey, I got my commander back. Isn't that lovely? And then I'm just going to be done for the... Oh, wait. I didn't play...
I don't think you played the land.
I did not play a land this turn. I don't have a Tree Folk to reveal. My Murmuring Bosk comes into play tapped. Pass.
And no, you couldn't have revealed Doran from the command zone.
No, I didn't
Untap.
ask because I know how the rules of Magic work.
Upkeep, draw. Everybody loses a life.
Yep.
Boo.
27.
The gate.
I'm scared, but not of you. I will play this Hallowed Fountain tapped, and I'll just pay 6 and recast Photograph. To you, Cedric.
All right, untap. Draw. Okay.
Can you not flick your cards?
I can't.
That is so
I will try
annoying.
not to, but I perhaps if
This
you
isn't-
agree, perhaps if you agree not to kill me.
No.
No deal. Sheldon, can you...
I mean, I've been flicking.
This isn't the Pro Tour. It's dead. It's in the ground. I mean, it never went away.
I'm gonna play this Oran Reef of the Vast Wood.
Yeah.
Comes in play tapped. You can tap for a green, and I can also put a 1/1 counter on each green creature that enter the battlefield this turn. Let's see. I think I want to not die next turn, so let's be proactive. I'm gonna go to
Player removal is the best.
Combat.
Enchantment removal.
Yep.
Brian.
Yes.
Which?
Brian number 1.
I'm number 1. Yes, right? Am I number 1? Am I number 1 or am I the professor? Am I Brian here or the professor?
Whatever happy feeling comes to your head.
Okay.
I'll attack this Brian right
Okay.
here for
Okay.
7.
Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 face downs. I will block with these 2.
Okay. That's 5, and it's 2.
Yep.
Let's see. Do I care that much? I think I do. I think I'm going to.
Someone's got tricks. Not me, but someone.
I mean, if he played Giant Growth, it'd be 1996 all over again.
I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to play Spore Cloud. Tap all blocking creatures. No creatures deal combat damage this turn. Neither attacking nor blocking creatures may untap as normal during the untap phase. During the next untap phase.
All right.
So it sleeps them for a turn.
Yep.
These tap.
Yep.
They don't deal damage.
Correct.
Nope.
So they're
It's
gonna.
a fog and they stay tapped.
But they don't take damage either.
Nope. Don't take damage.
Okay. Okay. So these don't untap. Draw for the turn. Okay. Let's see. Feels like
Teen Spirit.
a fine time to copy a spitting image targeting Exodron.
That's getting old, Brian.
Gonna make-
Much like you, that is getting old.
So I'm gonna make a copy of Exodron. I need an infinite token.
It's not legendary?
It is not. It is an ordinary illusion.
It's a regular old little dude.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, I'm laughing on the inside.
Do I have another response here? I mean, I like my commander a lot.
Isn't it going to flip your original Exodron?
It is gonna flip my original Exodron.
Yeah, you're not gonna have 2 ginormous drones. Yeah, I think I will once again sacrifice Feldegriff to Greater Good, which will trigger Psychosis Crawler. Everybody will lose 4.
Yep.
Because I'll draw 4.
34.
31.
And then I'll have to discard 3. Not necessarily 3 of them. Let's discard this Rampant Growth, which I think I might not need. Let's discard this Sky Shard Claim, probably the same. And you know what? Let's just toss the whole RAM package and toss the Salt Ring too.
Woo! See, he banned it.
Yeah. Yeah. Since Brian said I can't play it.
All right.
Anything else?
And then, man, there's no way to get him back face up is the problem. Yep. Sack Psychosis Crawler, draw 6, discard 3.
We take 6.
No.
No,
No.
because it's not
Oh, we're
around the
sacking
trigger.
it.
Yeah.
Nice card draw, though.
Yeah. I'll discard Cultivate, Terramorphic Expanse, Forest.
Happens.
Cards go face down. Tapped creatures are still tapped, though, right? The face
Yeah.
down. Did you have?
I had no
Oh,
tapped
okay.
creatures. So vigilance means that it doesn't
I thought
have to.
I thought you attacked me with Doran.
Did I attack you with draw?
I thought you did, but I don't remember now. It's been a while.
No. I mean, would you like to take
No.
5? And
No.
then I'll tell you what. If you take 5 commander damage, I'll tap this one. Sound good?
No.
No.
I'm going to attack.
How could I have attacked you with Doran? I summoned it from the
yeah,
command zone.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll attack Sheldon with Doran.
So I would take 5, huh?
Correct.
Go to 19.
And then I will play this Mind Stone. Mind Stone is a 2-mana artifact. You can tap it to make 1 colorless mana, and you can also pay 1 and tap, sacrifice it, and draw a card. It's one of my favorite old cards from Visions. And then I am done.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'm going to tap the Murmuring Bosk for a white. I take a damage, as well as another 2 white. And then I'm just going to add 3 mana of any color. And with all of that, I will play True Conviction. This gives creatures I control double strike and lifelink.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Move to declare attackers. BDM. I'm coming at you with all but one of these tokens.
Okay.
I think we found a rivalry. The Bryans, they're
No.
for
We
Brian.
eliminate this individual here.
Brian Primacy.
So,
Trying to become number one.
Sheldon, I forget,
Primacy.
do we know which
Yes.
face down is which? So which one's the Dorian?
This one is my Dorian.
Yeah.
Okay. And it still counts as commander damage.
Yes, absolutely.
Even though
Yes.
it's face down.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Commander
So-
is the quality of the card.
I am gonna block your commander,
Okay.
with Ixodron.
All right.
I am going to double block the furthest one.
Okay.
Here, and then I'm gonna block the third one with this.
Okay. So,
Before we go anywhere, I'm gonna return 2 islands to my hand, and I'm going to unmorph Fathom Seer, and I'm gonna draw 2 cards.
okay.
Fathom Seer is a 1/3
Okay.
creature with morph, and then when you can unmorph it by returning 2 islands to your hand. There's no mana
Okay,
cost.
sure.
And then you get to draw 2 cards when that happens. Also, with Dorian in play, it's essentially a 3/3.
All right.
So okay,
What does?
everything except Ixodron is going to die.
All right. All my things die. We're returning Duran to the command zone. So all of my creatures die, but I'm also gaining, 12 life. And now I don't have much more to do. I've got 1 guy left on my board. And you know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm going to take a whole damage for a green. I just want to get it out of my hand. And I'm going to play Burgeoning. Whenever an opponent plays a land, I may put a land card from my hand into the battlefield. I have 1 card in hand. Is it a land? Who knows? I'm now down to 41. Pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Come on, deck. I don't like you. You don't like me. Let's get this
Play a
done.
deck you don't like.
Let's get this done.
I'm more concerned with the fact that the deck doesn't like him.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's play this Fairy Conclave tapped. And for 4 mana, I will play a card that is, I believe, is autographed by someone no one else has a Magic card autographed by. This is a Questing Feldergriff, and what it does is very much like the regular Feldergriff. For a green, I can give it +1 and give somebody a Hippo token. For white, give it protection from a color and give somebody 2 life. And for a blue, it gets flying and make an opponent draw a card.
But who's it autographed by?
It is autographed by John Petrucci, who is the lead guitar player from a band called Dream Theater.
Yeah.
Who is one of
Are
my
you joking?
favorite. Who is one of my favorite bands.
We had him out last week on the show. He signed all our decks.
He did not.
I believed you.
If I could quote Carol Kane right now, I would say, liar! With that said, how about I play a super OG card for 6 mana, which is Multani, Maro Sorcerer.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
It has a power and toughness equal to the cards in everybody's hand. And
This would have been bad with Psychosis Crawler.
yes. And it has Shroud. I currently have 7 cards. And I think that is enough for me to pass the turn to Cedric.
All right, I will untap. Let's see. Did I play Spore Cloud?
You
on
did.
last turn?
You did.
Okay, gotcha.
So you and Brian aren't gonna.
Well,
You and
he's
BDM are not gonna untap.
He can
those-
untap his.
Yeah.
His turn's already passed. I'm gonna go to combat.
Yep.
BDM. 6 damage is coming at you.
Okay. Are you looking to get your commander unlocked here?
I mean, if it happens, it happens.
Well, I'm sort of
If you
offering.
want to know which one,
I'm offering. If in the spirit of cooperation, I would be happy to do that for you.
I mean, yeah, sure.
All right. I'll block your commander.
All right, so this would be our commander right here,
Yep.
which will die. There's 2 others that are coming at you.
Yep.
But something's gonna happen.
Okay.
It's gonna be wondrous.
I'm gonna pay 3,
I have no idea what's happening.
and I'm gonna play Hunter's Insight. Choosing, let's just say, this morph creature right here.
Yep.
Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker's turn, I'll draw that many cards.
Okay.
I'm also gonna pay 1, and I'm going to
Berserk it.
sort of. I'm gonna do a Primal Bellow. Target
right.
creature gets +1/+1 for each forest I control.
Ooh.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.
Okay.
So it becomes an 8/8.
All right. So I'm going to take 10.
Yep, you'll take 10 and I'll draw 8.
Okay.
That's a nice little play there. And I was wrong to mock a mono green commander deck with a commander with grandeur.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Gets to refill the hand.
6,
Look at that.
7, 8. All right. I'm going to move to my second main phase.
Yep.
I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to play Gaia's Touch. It's a green enchantment that says I can play an additional land during each of my turns, as long as that land is a basic force. I can also sacrifice Gaia's Touch to add 2 green to my mana pool.
Yep.
I have not played a land this turn. I'm going to play forest number 1. I'm going to play forest number 2. And let's see. I'm going to get some cards out of my hand.
Oh, burgeoning triggers.
Yeah.
I don't have a land, but I don't have a land. On the second forest, burgeoning triggers.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a land.
Oh man.
But it did trigger.
Nothing changed between that first trigger and that second trigger, huh?
You never know.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to pay.
Keep cards in your hand. Well, Tony, I love you.
Let's see. I'll pay 3, and I'll put down an Orin Viper.
Yeah.
Love that creature.
Deals combat damage to a player. Deals combat damage to a creature. Destroy that creature at the end of combat.
Not Death Touch.
No, it's not Death Touch. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I draw a card. So I'm going to move to discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Discarding 1. I'm going to put a Solemn Simulacrum in the gut.
All right.
Pass turn.
All right. Finally, these 2 face-down creatures untapped. Doran untaps. Draw a card. Let's see. I am attack nobody this turn. I'm gonna cast Spitting Image and copy Exodron.
Keeps happening.
It keeps happening. I don't have anything to flip. Oh, so mine just flips face up.
Yeah. I'm mostly concerned about a way to deal with that Multani.
I am going to respond.
Yeah, I know.
You have 7. I have 7. How many cards do you have?
I have 5.
That's
1.
20. I will sack Multani and draw 20.
Ooh.
But I will have to discard 3.
Yes.
Greater Good's a pretty good card.
Greater Good is
Stupid.
Is there a greater good card than Greater Good?
Is there a Greater Good card? I will. One of them will be an island. One of them will be a seaside citadel.
Yep.
And I'll sacrifice Questing Feldergriff. Draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard 3. 1, 2. You know what? I'll discard Consecrated Sphinx. Who needs that?
All right.
Yep.
I have 2 Exodrons face up now. And then I'm going to play a Sol Ring,
I banned that.
which I will play. And that is going to be my turn.
All right. Untap, upkeep, drawer. Oh, great. Let's go ahead and we'll play a Verdant Catacombs. I'm going to go ahead and do green, black, and a white. Plus now my commander tax is all the way up to 4. 1, 2, I'll do 3, not using a color. And here I can do a green to not use a color for 4 to bring Duran back into play. I will then tap and crack my Verdant Catacombs, losing a life, going to 40. I'm just gonna real easy like put this forest into play. Nice, simple, clean. I have no other moves. I pass the turn.
Good, clean gameplay.
Good, clean gameplay.
Why do you put your graveyard upside down?
Oh, that's a very good question. I'm glad you asked. Back when I was in high school and we always played, the idea was that by having your graveyard upside down, you would not confuse it with any in-play cards that might be, as a board state fills up. And so it's a habit of mine that I can't seem to break, is I just always put the graveyard upside down. It just indicates this is not in play, it's out of play. And I'm surprised no one else seems to have done that but me. Yeah. Thank you for joining me for Professor Storytime. Sheldon, it's your turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Sheldon with his 35 cards in hand.
Right.
I do have some cards in.
Sheldon, if you can't win the game with 35 cards in hand, maybe you can't win the game. Maybe it's time to make way for the younger generation, like Brian David Marshall.
Who's
Accurate.
like 15 minutes younger than I am or something. I will play an island.
Say go.
Trigger.
My goal is to deck Sheldon with his greater good by just continuing to make
just let him
run
do it.
copies.
Play Palancron.
What's that?
When Palancron enters the battlefield, I can untap up to 7 lands.
All right.
This means it's gonna go on.
All right. Tapped 7 to play it, and 7 lands untapped.
And the 7 lands,
But he can make 8 mana with those
and I can make
lands.
8 mana with those 7 lands.
Oh. All right. Now what?
So now I can bounce Palancron back to my hand with its ability.
So you can make infinite mana.
So I can make infinite mana.
Cool. Can you win?
Yes.
Let's see it, granddaddy of Commander.
I can play Suture Priest.
Okay.
I can play Eternal Witness to get back the Questing Feldergriff
Ooh.
Or the Psychosis Crawler, I would imagine.
and the Psychosis
Give
Crawler.
him.
Well, no, I would have to draw cards to kill you with
Oh,
Psychosis
okay.
Crawler. Get the Questing Feldergriff,
Sure.
and then with that infinite mana, give you all infinite creatures, killing you with Suture Priest.
Any response, BDM?
I have no response.
Any response, said?
Oh, darn it.
Bounty of the Hunt.
No. I can do stuff, but no.
Does this mean I don't get to ban
Oh,
Soul
that's right, you
Ring?
can make-
You do not get bent. You do not get the
mana.
Bandsaw Ring.
You know what this means? You won. So, this is a hand. It's offered like good game and good spirit.
GG, Sheldon.
Yes.
I know Commander is typically a spiky, non-casual thing, but me and my friends, we tend to shake hands and congratulate the winner.
Gonna play with you?
Same
Let
time.
me know if you'd like any more ideas about how people, do this in Commander.
I could also Blue Sun Zenith somebody into drawing
Would have
out.
been. Could you have killed him first, just that way that me and Ced are tied for second?
Sure.
Yeah, thank you. So you're out of all the.
Oh, I would have died first just from life total.
No.
Right?
Full, yeah.
Because it Suture Priest triggers
yeah.
each time, so
Each time.
I would have died
So lowest
13 steps in.
I will have to give full faith and credit to my very good friend Rachel Weeks, who has a Feldergriff deck that is something like this.
This name dropper here. I wow. Where's the card Rachel signed though?
She hasn't signed anything yet.
No.
Am I the only one that made an original deck?
Yes.
What is?
I actually. Yeah. Very impressive. Well, good games.
Jeez.
And the worst thing is just that Soul Ring remains
Unbanned.
legal to play. Yeah. There you go.
Look,
there
I
you
cast
go.
it. I didn't win.
No. You
So, the card's fine.
I didn't cast it and won.
Yeah.
Pre-EDH, playing with old Magic cards in Commander, suggested by the second oldest person at the table, curious, and that the oldest person at the table wins using old cards? Sure, I guess Sheldon remains in charge of the rules committee. I don't know if that's how it works. I don't care to know, but what I want to ask is, why is Soul Ring legal and the Moxes banned when Soul Ring is a more powerful card and a better card in Commander than the Moxes? It makes no sense. Add him on Twitter.
As the more youthful player at the table, I kind of just zoned out as they did their old man quibbles. Took me back to a place where I didn't really care to go to, the past.
Sheldon Menery. I demand a rematch. No greater good. You can ban one card in my deck. I ban one card in your deck. We play again, and I'm going to knock you into Earl Weaver's tomatoes.
I normally attack the player who's giving out all the gifts, but Sheldon never did, so I thought he wasn't a threat. I just didn't see it coming, but I should have listened to everyone's suggestions before the game. Kill Sheldon.
There's some things in life that are very, very sweet. And one of those things is having great friends. Another one of those things is crushing those friends in a game of Commander. Brian David Marshall, I accept your rematch. I will discard the greater good, and I will still bring it. As a matter of fact, I'll bring it earlier, I'll bring it faster, and I will bring it down on your head, and you will not see it coming. Just like today.
Next time on Shuffle Up and Play.
Today, Ravnica Guild Fight. It's Ravnica Plane Constructed. We're starting with 1v1. Well, I thought an elephant never forgets.
Yeah, but I'm not the elephant.
No.
I'm gonna remand my own Electrolyze.
Before breaking out in a full-on guild war.
Sorry, Spike.
Is that any player?
Any player.
Oh, that's rough.
All right.
I might have to kill that.
Two-headed giant between Dimir, Izzet, Gruul, and Selesnya.
Because I'm going to combat and I'm going to swing at, you.
Protect me, Brad Nelson, protect me. Thief of Sanity, you know what it does.
1, 2, 3, 4 to convoke a venerated Loxodon.
And them any damage yet?
No, and we won't for a while.
Oh dear.